Today my car has been in the shop, which has meant that I've had to rely on alternate modes of transportation, mostly walking and biking to a pastoral appointment, in one case walking to another in another case. And it just got me thinking and reflecting on the gift of alternate modes of transportation and how that's played out in my life. I can be pretty stubborn and fixated on one way of getting to some place. But I know in my own life, when I look back, there have been so many twists and turns, some painful and beautiful at the same time, but all that served to carry me to this point in my life, for which I'm grateful, but in ways I never could have imagined. I mean, whether that's a call to ministry, a marriage and commitment, and so many other twists and turns along the way. And I've just found myself grateful for the gift of alternate modes of transportation in life. I think of that familiar story to many of us in chapter 4 of Matthew's Gospel when Jesus calls Simon Peter, Andrew, James, and John, people who were familiar with one way of navigating life, fishing for fish, and suddenly finding themselves by Jesus swept up in a whole new mode of transportation, fishing in a whole new way. And as the Gospels relate, it was that new mode of transportation, that alternate mode of transportation, that made all of the difference in the world for them in terms of bringing them to life and growth and wisdom. And I'm sure they would say that it happened in a way they never could have imagined or expected. And it did make all of the difference in the world, as it does for us, even if we stubbornly try to stick to our familiar ways of moving through life. So today, we're given a holy invitation to pause and pray on our journeys of life and faith and reflect on where we experience the gift of coming to discover alternate modes of transportation. Maybe we found that in a support that met us when we were stuck on a path, and it helped us find a new way to move through being stuck. Or maybe it was found in one of those just delightful and remarkable surprises that spun our lives into a whole different direction, that helped us find a whole new way through life, one we never could have imagined taking in our wildest, most creative dreams. And ultimately celebrate the gift of life, the gift of the divine that works in and through life to get us to where we need to be through so many different modes of transportation. God's peace and blessings to you all.